A telephone call was held between His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa and His Highness the Emir of Kuwait, Sheikh Mish'al Al Ahmar Jabr Al Sabah. During the call, His Majesty the King and His Highness the Emir exchanged congratulations and well wishes on the occasion of Eid Al Adha. They wished for continued progress, prosperity, and advancement for both countries and their people, and for the Arab and Islamic nations. A telephone call was held between His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa and His Majesty the Sultan of Oman, Haytham bin Tariq. During the call, His Majesty the King and His Majesty the Sultan exchanged congratulations and well wishes on the occasion of Eid al-Adha. They wished for continued progress, prosperity, and advancement for both countries and their people, and for the Arabic and Islamic nation. His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa and the Emir of Qatar, His Highness Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, held a telephone call where they exchanged congratulations on the occasion of Eid al-Adha, praying to Allah the Mighty to return this blessed occasion to the two brotherly people and countries with further progress and prosperity, and to the Arab and Islamic nations with growth and prosperity. His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa received the cable of congratulations from His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa on the occasion of Bahrain's election as a non-permanent member of the UN Security Council for the period 2026-2027. His Royal Highness said that this win affirms that Bahrain enjoys a leading position in the international community and great confidence in its diplomatic approach based on laying the foundation of peace, security, and development in the world. Thanks to the visions of His Majesty the King, which marks a historical achievement for the Kingdom of Bahrain's diplomacy, which will continue to achieving the desired goals. His Royal Highness added that leading position that Bahrain enjoys in international circus and success that continue to be realized at all levels are a translation of His Majesty's visions, which has strengthened the Kingdom's competitiveness and emphasized its active role in international community. He also praised the sincere national effort that Bahrainis continue to exert with the spirit of one team, carrying the honor of serving the homeland and achieving its advancement and development and implementation of His Majesty's directive in order to achieve progress and prosperity for the Kingdom. His Royal Highness wishes His Majesty the King good health and happiness. His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa received the cable of congratulation from the personal representative of His Majesty the King, His Highness Sheikh Abdullah bin Hamad Al Khalifa, who conveyed to His Majesty sincere congratulations on Bahrain's election as a non-permanent member of the UN Security Council for the period 2026-2027. His Highness stressed that this achievement at the international level confirms that position that Bahrain enjoys in the international community thanks to His Majesty's vision and directives. He wished His Majesty good health and happiness to achieve the highest level of prosperity for Bahrain and its people under His Majesty's leadership. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa affirmed that Bahrain's election to a non-permanent seat on the UN Security Council for the term 2026-2027 reflects international recognition of Bahrain's diplomatic role and influence in line with the forward-looking vision of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa. His Royal Highness emphasized that the Kingdom's growing global stature is the result of the constant policies and steadfast commitment to upholding international peace and security. His Royal Highness further underscored the Kingdom's growing international role and its dedication to multilateral cooperation in addressing global challenges guided by the vision of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa. His Royal Highness conveyed his appreciation for the efforts of the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Abdul Latif bin Rashid Zayani, and the Ministry team in securing the diplomatic achievement. His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad also expressed pride in the efforts of Team Bahrain, whose contribution have further strengthened the Kingdom's global position, wishing them continued success in serving the Kingdom of Bahrain. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa received a letter of appreciation from His Highness Sheikh Isa bin Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa following the royal decree issued by His Majesty the King appointing His Highness in his new role as the Minister of the Prime Minister's Court. His Highness pledged allegiance to His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa and affirmed his commitment to carrying out his national duties with utmost loyalty in line with the kingdom's aspiration. He expressed his deep pride in the trust and guidance bestowed upon him by His Royal Highness, highlighting His Royal Highness's unwavering commitment to empowering citizens and enabling them to fulfill their responsibility with dedication and integrity. His Highness stated that His Royal Highness serves as a role model in loyalty to His Majesty the King and stands as an inspiring example of service to the advancement of the Kingdom of Bahrain. He pledged to His Royal Highness to carry out his duties with utmost honesty and dedication in pursuit of His Majesty's vision. He also affirmed his commitment to implementing the directive of His Royal Highness with unwavering determination to serve the progress and prosperity of the kingdom. His Highness extended best wishes to His Royal Highness and wished the kingdom further progress and prosperity under the leadership of His Majesty the King. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa received the Ambassador of Egypt to Bahrain, Riham Abdul Hamid Mahmoud Khalil at Rafah Palace. His Royal Highness highlighted the strength of the long-standing Bahrain-Egypt relations, which continues to grow through deep multi-sectoral cooperation and a shared commitment to achieve mutual aspirations. These close ties are further strengthened by the continued support of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa and the President of Egypt, Abdel Fattah al-Sisi. His Royal Highness also emphasized the importance of expanding avenues of cooperation to enhance Bahrain-Egypt relations. During the meeting, both sides discussed regional and international development, as well as issue of mutual interest. The ambassador expressed her appreciation for His Royal Highness's dedication to advancing Bahrain-Egypt relation and wished the Kingdom of Bahrain continued progress and prosperity. The Minister of the Prime Minister's Court, His Highness Sheikh Isa bin Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, and several senior officials also attended the meeting. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa met today with President of Matchroom Sport Group of Companies Barry Hearn at Rafah Palace. His Royal Highness outlined that Bahrain continues to adopt initiatives that strengthen its global sporting sector in line with the kingdom's comprehensive development led by His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa. His Royal Highness highlighted the kingdom's success in hosting numerous prestigious international sporting events reflecting its growing global recognition as a premier sports destination. His Royal Highness stressed that sports represent a key pillar of the kingdom's development, contributing to economic growth and empowering Bahraini youth. His Royal Highness also underscored the importance of collaborating with leading international sports organizations that oversee major sporting competition. His Royal Highness emphasized that such partnership facilitate the exchange of expertise and contribute to the ongoing development of the kingdom's sports sector. For his part, Barry Hearn expressed his gratitude for His Royal Highness's support of the kingdom's sports sector, pointing to Bahrain's notable regional and international sporting achievement and wished the kingdom continued progress and prosperity. Minister of the Prime Minister's Court, His Highness Sheikh Isa bin Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, and Minister of Finance and National Economy, Sheikh Salman bin Khalifa Al Khalifa, also attended the meeting. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa met with the Apostolic Vicar of Northern Arabia, Bishop Aldo Beraidi at Rafah Palace. His Royal Highness affirmed that the Kingdom of Bahrain, under the leadership of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, remains firmly committed to promoting the values of tolerance and peaceful coexistence, principles deeply rooted in the kingdom's long-standing traditions of openness to diverse cultures and all religions. His Royal Highness highlighted that these core values have been instrumental in positioning Bahrain as a unique model of coexistence and intercultural harmony. His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad commended Bishop Aldo for his efforts in advancing compassion and tolerance and wished him continued success in his mission. His Royal Highness also underscored the Kingdom's ongoing commitment to fostering initiatives that reinforce the values of forgiveness and peace. For his part, Bishop Aldo Beraidi expressed his gratitude for the opportunity to meet with His Royal Highness and praised Bahrain's cultural diversity and rich heritage, which continue to support peaceful coexistence. The Minister of the Prime Minister's Court, His Highness Sheikh Isa bin Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, and several senior officials also attended the meeting. The personal representative of His Majesty the King, Chairman of the Supreme Council for the Environment and Chairman of the High Committee for the Development of Hawar Islands, His Highness Sheikh Abdullah bin Hamad Al Khalifa, held a meeting with senior officials from Babco Energy and High Committee. His Highness praised the success of Babco Energies in contributing to the national economy and supporting the comprehensive development process led by His Majesty the King and the follow-up of and attention of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister. This came when His Highness was received at Al-Awali Ad-Dar Guest House in the presence of members of the Executive Committee of the Hawar Island Development Authority. His Highness Sheikh Isa bin Abdullah bin Hamad Al Khalifa, Minister of Oil and Environment and Special Envoy for Climate Affairs, Dr. Mohammed bin Dana, Acting Managing Director of Babco Energy Group and CEO of Babco Refinery Company, Dr. Abdurrahman Jawahiri, CEO of Babco Energy Group, Mark Thomas, Executive Vice President for Technical Affairs of Babco Exploration and Production Group, Gabrielle Salesi, and Executive Committee members of the Hawar Development Authority, Ali Murad. His Highness discussed the cooperation between the Higher Authority for the Development of Hawar Islands and Babco Energy Group in developing future projects in Hawar Island, and reviewed with the attendees a number of strategic programs and projects which will increase Bahrain competitiveness, continue attracting more investment, and preserve the environment and its sustainability. The attendees expressed their thanks and appreciation to His Highness, congratulating him on the issuance of the decree by His Majesty the King to head the Higher Authority for the Development of the Hawar Island, and praising his keenness and interest to guide, support, and develop the tourism economic sector in Hawar Island. The personal representative of His Majesty the King and President of the Supreme Council for Environment, His Highness Sheikh Abdullah bin Hamad Al Khalifa, affirmed that protecting the environment and sustaining its resource is a national priority. His Highness highlighted Bahrain's commitment to adopting advanced environmental policies and initiatives aligned with international trends and best scientific practices to address environmental challenges. On World Environment Day, June 5th, themed Best Beat Plastic Pollution, His Highness noted Bahrain's strengthened regional and international role in environmental protection through active participation in global conference, exhibitions, and workshops. His Highness confirmed Bahrain's adoption of legislative and procedural initiatives to reduce plastic waste production and its impact on ecosystems, reflecting the Kingdom's dedication to effective environmentally sustainability. His Highness added that the SCE continue to explore new initiatives and learn from global best practices to establish a comprehensive, sustainable national approach to combating plastic pollution. His Highness emphasized that this day is a chance to spotlight the urgent environmental issue and the importance of ongoing efforts in waste management and plastic reuse. He stressed the need to develop sustainable consumption patterns for future generations and to continue enacting supportive policies and legislation to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals. His Majesty the King's Representative for Humanitarian Work and Youth Affairs, His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, received Minister of Education Dr. Muhammad Jum'a, Deputy Chairman of the Board of Trustees of the Nasser Center for Science and Technology, Dr. Mustafa Sayed, and Chief Executive Officer of the Center, Dr. Abdullah Naimi. His Highness commended the Minister's efforts in implementing advanced programs and strategies that contribute to the development of Bahrain's education system and supports national progress across various domains. He also highlighted the center's achievement during the 2024-2025 academic year, noting the contribution of its administrative and academic teams. His Highness emphasized that the center serves as a national model in advanced education, vocational training and scientific research, reflecting the leadership vision to equip young people with the knowledge and skills required for future careers. He lauded the center's work in artificial intelligence, including the implementation of more than 70 technological projects serving key sectors in partnership with over 35 local and regional institutes. These efforts have earned the center more than 10 prestigious awards in the fields of innovation and digital transformation. His Highness emphasized the center's growing role as a national research institution, promoting scientific inquiry, providing innovative digital solutions, and coordinating with legislative authorities to develop legal framework for AI application. He directed the formation of a joint task force between the Education Ministry and the Center to develop a strategic plan enhancing the Center's performance and capacity to meet growing student demand. His Highness also instructed the establishment of a new section for secondary level female students, broadening access to the Center's specialized services and reinforcing its position as a national institution supporting youth aspirations and future readiness. His Highness was also briefed on upcoming educational initiatives aimed at advancing Bahrain's education system and improving quality. The National Security Advisor and Royal Guard Commander, Lieutenant General His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, received the military attaché at the U.S. Embassy in Bahrain, Colonel Christopher Floyd. The Deputy National Security Advisor, Sheikh Khalid bin Ali Al Khalifa, was present at the meeting. Lieutenant General His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad highlighted the strong Bahrain-U.S. relations across various domains, noting the importance of further strengthening the distinguished strategic partnership between the two countries. Colonel Floyd expressed gratitude and appreciation to His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad for his commitment to developing and further strengthening relations between the two countries. His Majesty the King's Representative for Humanitarian Work and Youth Affairs, His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, stressed on the occasion of Gulf Youth Day that the remarkable achievement in the Gulf Youth March are the fruits of the insightful vision and exceptional attention given to the youth by His Majesty the King and their Highnesses, the leaders of the GCC. His Highness said that this renewed support embodies Bahrain's leadership deep belief in ability of youth to transform their active contribution to building their homeland. His Highness said Bahrain's leadership believe that investing in people and in youth in particular is the cornerstone of every renaissance, as youth have always been the forefront of priorities, and that Bahrain's leadership have worked tirelessly to empower them and open doors for them to be active partner for creativity. He also said that in light of the ambitions that embrace space, Gulf youth have had an inspiring presence as they have actively participated in national space projects and contributed to achieving unprecedented achievements. His Highness pointed out that every idea created by youth of Bahrain and the Gulf is a precious seed for a bright future, and every achievement in their name is a new brick in the edifice of solid Gulf civilization. The first Deputy Chairman of the Supreme Council for Youth and Sports, President of the General Sport Authority and President of the Bahrain Olympic Committee, His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa, chaired the fourth meeting of the Supreme Organization Committee for the third Asian Youth Games that will be hosted in the Kingdom of Bahrain from October 22nd till October 31st, 2025, under the patronage of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa. His Highness reviewed the latest preparation carried out by the Executive Committee, including a report on achievements, readiness of all working committees, sports and technical preparations, equipment to be provided, and the readiness plan for all competition venues and facilities. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs also presented its effort to support and promote participation in the game as part of the integrated effort of various government agencies to ensure the event's success. His Highness stressed that the royal patronage of the Games requires doubling efforts and completing all preparation in the coming period, noting that time is a major challenge, but the determination of expertise, infrastructure and excellent service will ensure the success of this major Asian event held for the first time in Bahrain. His Highness affirmed that the Supreme Committee will fully support the Executive Committee in completing all tasks in coordination with public and private sector institutions, aiming to enhance Bahrain's reputation in hosting major sporting events, and wished everyone continued success. The Speaker of the Council of Representatives, Ahmed Al-Msallam, and his accompanying parliamentary delegation visited the Islamic Culture Centre in London as part of the official parliamentary visit to the United Kingdom at the invitation of the Speaker of the House of Commons, Lindsay Howell. Al-Msallam stressed the importance of the Islamic Cultural Centre as a platform for promoting intercultural understanding and playing qualitative roles in spreading the values of tolerance and coexisting, supporting civilization dialogue, and consolidating the principle of moderation advocated by Islam. During the visit, in the presence of the chairman of the Centre's Board of Trustees and Bahrain's ambassador to the United Kingdom, Sheikh Fawaz bin Muhammad Al Khalifa, Al-Msallam was briefed on the Centre's activities and roles in promoting interfaith and intercultural dialogue. Al-Msallam toured the facility of the Islamic Culture Center Library, which contains knowledge and cultural resources and books that reflects the objectives of the center, which has the largest library specialized in Islamic affairs in Britain. The director of the center, Dr. Ahmed Al-Dabian, explained that the mechanism of its work that aims to promote knowledge and culture, contribute to the development of mutual understanding between cultures, and expand the knowledge of researchers and interested parties. The Judicial and Legal Studies Institution organized the graduation ceremony for the fourth batch of the Professional Certificate Program for the Practice of Law in English. The graduation ceremony was attended by a member of the Institute Boards of Trustees, including the Deputy Chairman of the Supreme Judicial Council and President of the Court of Cessation, Sheikh Khalid bin Ali Al Khalifa, Attorney General Dr. Ali bin Fadl Al Bayanin, the Minister of Justice, Islamic Affairs and Waqf, Nawaf Al-Maouda, and a number of officials. The Minister of Justice stressed that the program represents one of the outcomes of the national vision to qualify young Bahraini cadres in the fields of law and justice, and directly supports the objective of sustainable development by empowering promising legal generation that contributes to raising the quality of legal services, strengthening the principle of rule of law in Bahrain. This year, the number of graduates reached 31 students who completed the requirements of the program. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Latif bin Rashid Zayani, extended his congratulations to His Majesty the King, His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, and the people of Bahrain, marking the Kingdom's election as a non-permanent member of the UN Security Council for the period 2026-2027. The elections were held today at the United The elections were held today at the United Nations General Assembly at the UN headquarters in New York, where Bahrain won 186 votes out of 187, representing 99.5% of the votes cast. On this occasion, Dr. Abdulatif Al-Zayani said that this outstanding achievement reflects the confidence and appreciation of the countries of the world for Bahrain and its foreign policy based on mutual respect, constructive cooperation and positive interaction under the leadership of His Majesty the King and the Cabinet. He also said it's a clear recognition of the Kingdom's firm commitment to the values of peace, stability and cooperation, as well as its determination to contribute effectively to the maintenance of international peace and security. He added that in light of the great challenges the world is witnessing, Bahrain is committed to working collectively with all members of the Council and all UN member states to promote regional and international peace and stability, support multilateralism and strengthen the principle of the UN Charter. The Minister noted that the Kingdom's approach will emphasize dialogue, coexistence, mutual respect and consensus building, in addition to being a voice for peace, a bridge for understanding and an advocate for solutions that resonate with the aspiration of all people seeking a peaceful and prosperous future. He pointed out that the Kingdom recognized the significant responsibility that accompanied the seat on the Security Council, voicing Bahrain's dedication to engaging earnestly and working towards the shared principle that unite all. The Minister looked forward to collaborating closely with fellow Security Council members and the international community, expressing his sincere appreciation to the member states of the United Nations for entrusting Bahrain with this honor and responsibility.
Group A, African, Asian and Pacific States. 3 seats. Voting result: 188 ballots cast. 0 invalid ballots. Number of valid ballots: 188. 1 abstention. Number of members present and voting: 187. 2/3 majority required: 125. Number of votes received: Bahrain 186. Thus, having obtained the required 2/3 majority and the largest number of votes, the Kingdom of Bahrain has been elected as a member of the Security Council.
During a press conference following Bahrain's election as a non-permanent member of the Security Council, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Abdulatif bin Rashid Al-Zayani, affirmed that the election results reflect the international community confidence in the Kingdom's balanced diplomatic approach and its firm commitment to support security, peace, and international cooperation. He emphasized Bahrain's determination to continue its role as a bridge of understanding, a voice for peace, and an active partner in achieving the common goals of the United Nations.
The results of today's election reflect the unwavering trust and confidence member states have placed in Bahrain's diplomatic efforts, underscoring our steadfast commitment to fostering peace, stability, and collaboration on the global stage. This outcome not only validates our dedication to enhancing international peace and security, but also reinforces our determination to be a proactive contributor to these critical goals. On this occasion, may I extend my heartfelt congratulations to His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, King of the Kingdom of Bahrain, His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, Crown Prince and Prime Minister, and the great people of Bahrain on this remarkable achievement of being elected to a non-permanent seat on the United Nations Security Council for the 2026-2027 term. In the face of the many challenges confronting our world, Bahrain is fully committed to working collectively with all Security Council members and the broader United Nations community. Our goal is to fortify peace and stability within our region and globally, support multilateralism, and uphold the principles enshrined in the United Nations Charter. Bahrain's approach will emphasize dialogue, coexistence, mutual respect, and consensus building. We will continue to be a voice for peace, a bridge for understanding, and an advocate for solutions that resonate with the aspirations of all peoples seeking a peaceful and prosperous future. We recognize the significant responsibilities that accompany our seat on the Security Council, and we are dedicated to engaging earnestly and working towards the shared principles that unite us. As we embark on this important term, we look forward to collaborating closely with fellow Security Council members and the international community. In this spirit, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to the member states of the United Nations for entrusting the Kingdom of Bahrain with this honor and responsibility. Thank you.
Winning 186 out of 187 votes for a Security Council seat confirms the international community's strong trust in Bahrain's balanced diplomacy. This achievement highlights Bahrain's respected standing and foreign policy based on mutual respect and cooperation. More in this report.
In a historic moment for Bahraini diplomacy, the Kingdom of Bahrain has won the confidence of the international community by securing 186 out of 187 votes, an overwhelming 99.5%, to earn a seat on the United Nations Security Council for the 2026-2027 term. This achievement is not just a victory, but a clear reflection of the trust Bahrain enjoys due to its active diplomacy and steadfast commitment to international law and multilateral cooperation.
تلتزم مملكة البحرين بكل ما يملي عليها واجب التضامن والتعاون لنصرة القضايا العربية وبالسعي الجاد والحثيث من أجل خير الإنسانية وتقارب مجتمعاتها تحقيقاً للسلام العالمي الذي يجب استعادته في مثل هذه الأوقات الصعبة.
Bahrain remains dedicated to its duty of solidarity and cooperation in support of Arab causes, striving for the well-being of humanity and the unity of communities to achieve global peace, especially in these challenging times. This success reflects international acknowledgement of Bahrain's respected foreign policy based on mutual respect, constructive cooperation, and positive engagement. The Kingdom is committed to combating terrorism and extremism, contributing actively to international peace and security, and promoting dialogue and understanding amid growing global challenges.
The challenges we face today are not insurmountable if we act with a collective will and the determination to define a revitalized international architecture built on shared values and a renewed commitment to multilateralism that prioritizes the well-being of all nations. Some issues are just too important not to rise above our differences.
The challenges facing the world today can be overcome through collective will and renewed international frameworks based on shared values and global partnership that prioritize the prosperity of all nations, enable the international community to rise above differences to address critical global issues. As Bahrain begins this new chapter, it aims to continue being a voice for principled diplomacy, a bridge for balanced political solutions, and a platform for international cooperation. During its Security Council membership, Bahrain will focus on cybersecurity, climate change, maritime security, and counter-terrorism, guided by a sincere commitment to the UN Charter and a firm belief in collective action to build a safer, more prosperous world. Bahrain's membership in the Security Council carries great responsibility and offers a national opportunity to promote peace, dialogue, and understanding, contributing to a more stable and a just world for all.
And to shed more light on this topic, we have the following statement from the Chief of Organization of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Hatem Abdul Hamid Hatem.
I mean, this victory, if you want to say that, which was achieved the highest possible percentage of votes in the Security Council elections, I mean 186 and 187, it sends a clear message to the international community. I mean, Bahrain is viewed as a reliable partner. And it's a responsible nation, obviously, and it's quite trustworthy. If you want to summarize the points to a few issues, I mean, 186 is quite an unequivocal expression of international community support by the global community. I mean, it reflects Bahrain's approach, which is based on moderation, constructive dialogue, and full respect for international law. I mean, we could also say that of the different agenda items on the Security Council, I mean, Bahrain has and will also play a pivotal role possibly in peacekeeping forces and humanitarian issues. I mean, it's quite remarkable, and we guarantee that we have the support of the international community. We would like to focus on enhancing regional and international security, especially on Middle East, and obviously we want to also focus on one of the main mandates of the Security Council, peacekeeping missions. Maybe focus on humanitarian issues and the strengthening multilateralism. I mean, we will be focusing a lot on coexistence probably and tolerance. Maybe also look at cybersecurity, food security, maritime security, and counterterrorism, which are all very important issues for Bahrain. And all of these, obviously, with the main theme of our candidacy and our membership, which will be the promoting of the culture of peace overall.
As soon as Bahrain was announced a member of the Security Council, local and international reaction erupted, expressing welcome and pride in the kingdom's confidence. More in this report.
With 186 votes out of 187 and a percentage of 99.5, Bahrain recorded a remarkable achievement in the history of voting for membership in the Security Council, in a scene that reflects the kingdom's advanced position in the international arena. Within minutes of the announcement of this victory, congratulatory hashtags appeared on social media and expressions of pride rose from citizens who saw this victory as the culmination of a foreign policy characterized by balance and responsibility, stressing that Bahrain deservedly represents them in this global platform. Newspapers and various media outlets were filled with headlines welcoming this victory, considering it a victory for Bahraini diplomacy, which has always presented balanced position on regional and international issues. At the same time, Arab and international newspapers covered the event, praising the kingdom's win, describing it as a reflection of the international community's confidence in Bahrain as an active partner in maintaining global peace and security. Between full international confidence and widespread popular and media interaction, Bahrain is moving towards a new phase of international presence, carrying an ambitious vision to promote dialogue and peaceful solutions and support human values and global coexistence.
The Kingdom of Bahrain is a pioneering model in promoting the values of peace and stability based on three main pillars: dialogue, coexistence, and respect for international law. More in this report.
In the face of growing political and humanitarian challenges, the Kingdom of Bahrain is committed to promoting regional and international peace based on steady human principles, dialogue, coexistence, and respect for international law. These principles form a practical, integrated approach reflected in Bahrain's domestic and foreign policies. Dialogue in the kingdom is a regular practice for building bridges of understanding between peoples and cultures and for resolving tensions through responsible communication and mutual respect. Bahrain sees the diversity of opinions and cultures as a source of strength to be invested in through real dialogue platforms. Citizens and residents of different faiths live together in an environment of respect and openness, making Bahrain a reference point for the concept of inclusive citizenship that respects individual rights and preserves their dignity. Bahrain's commitment to international law is clear in its serious engagement with treaties that promote human rights, making this not just a diplomatic obligation, but a part of its mission for building a modern state that contributes to a better future. Bahrain remains committed to its humanitarian duties, supporting those in need both inside and outside its borders, based on the belief that peace is linked to justice and human dignity. With this approach, Bahrain continues to play its role as a balanced and calm voice in a world facing multiple challenges, relying on solid values and a clear vision for achieving just peace and sustainable development for all.
In line with the directives of His Majesty the King to accelerate the development and implementation of plans and initiatives that enhance food security and sustain resources for the Kingdom's future generations, His Royal Highness Crown Prince and Prime Minister tasked the relevant authorities with realizing His Majesty's vision. Accordingly, the Minister of Finance and National Economy and Chairman of Mumtalakat, Sheikh Salman bin Khalifa Al Khalifa, announced the launch of the food strategy for Bahrain Food Holding Company, BFHC, and the inauguration of the Food City project in cooperation with Bahrain Real Estate Investment Company, Idama. The project is among the largest in the Kingdom's food industry and marks a new phase of integrated institutional work in food security. At the launch ceremony, the minister affirmed Bahrain's ongoing efforts to develop food security plans and projects, providing essential foundations for sustainability through strategic initiatives. He highlighted the vital role of the private sector as an active partner in Bahrain's food security efforts and comprehensive development. The Ghidha company strategy emphasizes public-private partnership, building an integrated food system, and increasing local production. Sheikh Salman bin Khalifa also stressed Mumtalakat's role in supporting the food sector via Ghidha and its commitment to creating more investment opportunities in agriculture and food to ensure continued growth and contribution to food security. He underscored that Mumtalakat prioritize enhancing asset values and achieving integration among its portfolio companies to deliver sustainable long-term returns. This includes the partnership between Ghidha and Idama to launch the Food City project, which will cover 1 million square meters in its first phase, serving as a fully integrated industrial hub for food production, manufacturing, and distribution, adhering to the highest standards. The chairman of Ghidha, Basim Sai, announced the launch of the company's new strategy and identity, emphasizing Ghidha's commitment to working closely with both the public and private sector as a key partners. He added that the company aims to drive joint investment, fostering innovation, and develop local talent to support healthy and sustainable food. The Minister of Legal Affairs and Acting Minister of Labour, Yusuf Khalaf, led Bahrain's delegation to the 113th session of the International Labour Conference in Geneva. The conference reviewed the report of the Director General of the International Labour Organization, Gilberto Hombo, in which he called for placing the principles of decent work at the heart of future economic growth and urged member states to adopt comprehensive policies that combine economic growth, job creation, and workers' rights. On the sidelines of the event, the minister held a number of bilateral meetings with the heads of the participating delegations and representatives of regional and international organizations and institutions. The Minister of Transportation and Telecommunication, Dr. Sheikh Abdullah bin Ahmed Al Khalifa, met with his Qatari counterpart, Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdullah bin Mohammed Al Thani, marking his official visit to the Kingdom of Bahrain. During the meeting, the two ministers discussed means of enhancing economic and investment relations between the two brotherly countries and exchanging technical and technological expertise in the fields of road and rail transport, maritime navigation, and civil aviation. This is in line with the royal directive of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa and His Highness the Emir of Qatar, Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani. The two sides reviewed the most important development and strategic projects, mainly the bridge between the two countries, the joint maritime project, and other initiatives aimed at supporting sustainable development efforts. Sheikh Abdullah bin Ahmed also stressed Bahrain's pride in the strong and growing partnership with Qatar and its interest in enhancing fraternal integration in developing the transport and infrastructure sector, securing maritime and air traffic, and supporting joint economic projects with the framework of the GCC system. For his part, the Qatari minister expressed his country's pride in the close fraternal relations with Bahrain and its keenness to expand areas of cooperation and partnership in the sector of transport, ports, logistics, and digital innovation in support of sustainable development goals. He also stressed the importance of implementing joint development and strategic projects that contribute to enhancing Gulf economic integration and benefit the people of the region. The Minister of Education, Dr. Mohammed bin Mubarak Juma, attended a ceremony honoring the winners and distinguished students in local qualifiers of the Arab Reading Challenge project, organized by the Ministry of Education in its 9th edition. The Minister praised the many areas of cooperation between Bahrain and the United Arab Emirates under the leadership of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa and the UAE President, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan. as part of the official visit of the Minister of Industry and Commerce and Chairman of the Board of Directors of Bahrain Export to Oman, Abdullah Fakhro. An MOU was signed between Export Bahrain and the Small and Medium Enterprise Development Authority of Oman. The MOU aims to support the development of the productive and industrial sectors in the two brotherly countries by developing the capabilities of small and medium enterprises and enabling them to expand to regional and international markets, thereby enhancing their contribution to the GDP and supporting the expansion of trade and investment cooperation between the two brotherly countries. CEO of Export Bahrain, Safa Abdel Khaliq, stressed that this MOU reflects the strategic partnership between Bahrain and Oman, seeks to open new horizons to develop the capabilities and small and medium enterprises and enhance their competitiveness in the international market, thus contributing to supporting the national economy and increasing the diversification of source of income. President of the Small and Medium Enterprise Authority, Halima Azera, noted that this signing represents a practical step towards achieving the objectives of economic diversification and enhancing the role of small and medium enterprises in comprehensive development. The Minister of Youth Affairs, Rawan Tawfiqi, delivered a speech at the opening of the One Space Unite Us event organized by the Ministry of Youth Affairs in celebration of Gulf Youth Day in coordination with the Bahrain Space Agency and the Nasser Scientific and Technical Center. With the participation of the group of youth from Bahrain and the GCC, the minister stressed that the youth are the real wealth on which the Renaissance of Nations is based and the pillars of the future, adding that investing in their empowerment will create a brighter future for the country. The event included a number of workshops in addition to panel discussions and interactive experience and concluded with the issuance of a document entitled One Space Unites Us, which includes a set of youth ideas and recommendations that will be submitted to the General Secretariat of the GCC. The first international conference on alternative sanctions consolidated Bahrain's remarkable reality and national success witnessed by the Alternative Sentence Project and the Open Prison Program. The conference reflects Bahrain's keenness to develop the reform and rehabilitation system in line with best practices.
So what Bahrain has done in introducing alternative sentences is genuinely transformative for this region. They're the first to do it. We in the UK firmly believe this is the right way to help offenders look back on a life of offending and get back into productive work and into the community. That Bahrain is having success with that same model is really important for Bahrain, but is also something that can be conveyed to the wider region and emulated in the wider region. So I think it's terrific news that they want to have a centre of excellence and share that with their Arab partners.
We are happy today to hold the first international conference of alternative sanctions in Bahrain, which reflects the framework of the reform approach of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, which includes the emphasis of strengthening the pillars of the rule of law and institution and protecting the value and principles of human rights.